Okay, so we're back and we're looking at this function, deal cards, and we're trying to find out if this condition, size of player one hand is greater than 0, would be the same as the current condition in the play game function, which is wild cards. So we're trying to work out what happens each round to player one hand. And we can see in the deal function that there is this statement. And what this shows us is that the hands are reducing in size. So we've not come into contact with this yet. But this is del, and del is a statement. So if I have a list, so let's say my hand is, for the purpose of this, a series of numbers. What we've learned is that I can pop by a specific index, and then that gives me, well, it takes the value out and then also reduces the size of the list. But I can also do something similar with del, apart from the fact it doesn't return the value. So now if I look at hand, what's happened is that the size of the list has reduced one further. So it's a bit similar to remove, but rather than when we call remove, we don't give an index, we give a value. It's similar in the way that it doesn't return a value, but in this case it works like pop because we specify the index. So what that means is that yes, every time we deal a card, the player one hand variable is going down, and the same for player two. So you could use that as an alternative to this cards in hand variable. So the answer to this is yes. Let's have a look at this one. Sum of player one rounds one and player two rounds one is equal to the value of cards in hand. So cards in hand is going down. We can see where the function is called. We can see what gets passed into it. And what gets passed into it is, we can see down here, where is the call to play game? Okay, here. So we pass in cards in hand, and sorry, I'm getting confused. Play game, we pass in cards in hand, and player one hand. So you play with all of your cards. It's not a very interesting game, is it? So you have 26 cards in your hand if you have the maximum number, and you just keep swapping. Sorry, just keep comparing them, choosing one and comparing them. It's basically top trumps. So let's have a look. So what it's asking us, if the sum of player rounds one, so that those values go up, they increase, but cards in hand goes down. It reduces from 26. So I think that would be the case, but only if we removed this statement here where we decrement cards in hand. So at the moment, the answer to that is no. Okay, so that's the end of question 3. Right, in the next video, we're going to have a look at section B, which are the short programming questions.